No Vegas. Stump no Vegas. It's... How do I? Come on. There we go. Okay. Watch no Vegas. Stump no Vegas. What the fuck? What the fuck was that?
Did you need something else? So long.
What the fuck is that? What is that? What? I wonder what happens if I jump in. Nothing, because it's pure. Nice. Yeah, that thing is disturbing. Nice. Boone? There we go. Hmm. So we're going to confront someone from Camp Golf because they did some bullshit reports.
You got business here?
You should talk to Chief Hanlon if you have any questions. He's usually up on the balcony.
Wish I could have been there to see Caesar die. What an asshole.
Back west, you don't see too many of these. Lakes, I mean. Natural or man-made. Any kind, really. We neglected the dams or pumped all the water out a long time ago. Owens, Isabella, the San Luis. Drained the aquifers of everything they had. Just a lot of mud and dust now. It's a different feeling watching the sun come up over the water. Takes some getting used to. But if you're here long enough, it starts to seem normal. That's what a ranger's life is now, looking east. I don't think we've had the pleasure of meeting before. What can I do for you? Interesting that she would wrangle someone else into sorting out the problem. But I suppose you're in the right place. A lot of intel comes through here. It's a simple system when it works. Patrol rangers radio intel to ranger stations. Comm rangers send the intel up the station chain until it reaches Camp Golf. Then I or one of the other rangers on duty organize the data, evaluate it, and send information to camps or troopers in the field. Comm rangers might have an incomplete picture of the situation. There's a lot going on out there. Intel needs to be coordinated through Golf so we can verify and advise appropriately. Troopers have enough to deal with. We don't want them questioning their intel. I don't know Technical Sergeant Reyes, but coordinating intel can be messy sometimes. Things get mixed up, people get confused. Heck, I get confused, and I've been doing this for a long time now. What he or she sees as a problem might be standard operating procedure. That's not to say Reyes is wrong for being concerned, but it's easy for the sand to get in your eyes out here. Well, the logical thing to do is to check with the patrol rangers and comm officers. Don't be too discouraged if some things don't match up. Different people see different things, and sometimes the meaning gets twisted, lost in static from person to person. Shoot. This again? The best of the best, worst of the worst. He came out of NCR, one of the followers of the apocalypse. Like a lot of the followers, he went out in the wilderness with a partner to try to help those who needed helping. Not much different from how the Rangers used to be, except with books and medicine instead of guns. Out to the Grand Canyon, he met a missionary from Utah, a man by the name of Joshua Graham. Graham helped translate for the followers and the tribes. All three of them got nabbed by the Blackfoots down there, back when they were still at war with every other tribe in the Southwest. Somewhere along the way, he realized he needed to educate the Blackfoots or they were going to get wiped out with the rest of the tribe. Showed them how to use guns, how to make explosives. Once he taught the Blackfoots a thing or two, they needed him. And he no longer needed the followers, NCR, or anyone else. He decided he could remake the tribes of the Southwest whether they wanted it or not. He became Caesar, and Joshua Graham became his legate, his right hand. And that's where Graham stayed until Hoover Dam. Yes and no. The Blackfoots don't exist anymore. Just like any other tribe that gets swallowed by the Legion. Caesar takes the tribal out of the tribe. Scrapes and burns off tattoos, breaks up families, forces mixed breeding so all the old loyalties die away. The only tribe in the Legion is the Legion. Caesar is the chief, father, and god, all rolled into one. Losing the dam was the worst defeat the Legion ever suffered. Graham had been with Caesar since the beginning, but he had to set an example. The Praetorians covered Graham in pitch, lit him on fire, and down into the Grand Canyon he went. It's not that clear-cut. You have to understand, Graham was the toughest son of a gun anyone around these parts had ever seen. Before Hoover, we had 5 kill reports on Graham from Rangers and 1st Recon sharpshooters who tried to take him out. Some folks think he's still alive. Call him the Burned Man. Adios.
Looks like we booted the Legion out of Nelson. About damn time. We got ourselves a little Ranger family reunion now. Time's right for a fusion.
Almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
Hmm.
Looks like we booted the Legion out of Nelson.
Hmm. There's gotta be some sort of clue. Maybe my game really has been infected with Junko EXE.
Time's right for a few.
1 second. Just 1 second.
Looks like we booted the Legion out of Nelson. About damn time.
You've come back to see the chief. Folks around here call me the chief, but Hanlon's just fine. The Rangers run themselves pretty well, but I try to lend a hand. Mostly administrative work, helping coordinate intel on the radio. That and keeping an eye on the fires growing across the water. Legion fires, they burn high wherever the Legion goes. Caesar's a hard man to figure out, but he always wants you to know when more troops are at your front door. You've come back to see... Mojave Outpost sent word through the stations. The Rangers coming up from Baja moved through Dayglow a week ago. Some of the patrol rangers have reported that Oliver's power armor heavy troopers are starting to reinforce the front lines. Wish they got here a bit earlier, but that's a Senate for you. The Baja Rangers can do more advanced night scouting and sharpshooting to assist the troopers. Ranger combat helmets are old pre-war gear. They have built-in low-light optics. Makes a big difference. They have the best equipment the NCR can get its hands on. Power armor salvaged from a war with the Brotherhood. Techs strip out the joint servos so you don't need special training to wear it. It feels like you're carrying a Brahmin on your back, but it can take a heck of a lot of punishment. I could tell you a lot if you had the time, but at my age, I'm not sure which of us would get tired first. What do you want to know? Suppose it depends on what you think's good. Most folks want to hear about Hoover Dam and Boulder City, but it's a long story. If you want some tall tales about hunting down slavers or busting up gangs, talk to one of the younger rangers. Kind of a long one, but all right. About 25 years ago, a group of NCR settlers pushed way south into Baja. I guess it doesn't seem so far now if you look at a map, but back then they were out of ways. They built this little shanty town around a well in the middle of nowhere. Called it Rattletail. Word got back to one of our stations that raiders had been attacking the place. I went out with 6 rangers. We must have been on the trail for a week before we got to Rattletail. We lost one woman to night stalkers and another almost died of dehydration. When we reached the place, it's 6 shacks set up around an old well. There's over 24 bodies lying in the dunes way outside of town and 5 men with .308 rifles crouched behind sandbags. And these bodies, these people out in the sand, they aren't raiders, aren't even heavily armed. They're just people who were trying to get to the only well in 50 miles. I didn't have to talk to the men to see that they did not care one bit. They had planted an NCR flag over the well, and they would not budge until every last one of them was laid out dead and cold. So I walked up and told them there was a group of raiders coming, 100 strong. I made up some cockamamie name for them and everything. The men looked at each other, looked at us, and asked me what we were going to do about it. I told them we would take them back into NCR territory because we'd already lost 10 Rangers on the way out. 10 Rangers, 5 men with .308 rifles. Well, that was enough for them. They packed up what they could and we took them back north. Last I heard, they settled somewhere in Anza Borrego. Raised bighorners. Had some tough times, but it worked out okay for them. So there you go. That's my one bit of good. In big battles, Caesar deploys his legionaries in waves. Recruits up front, prime soldiers behind the recruits, old guard bringing up the rear. Opponents wear themselves out dealing with the first 2 waves, if they survive that long. When the veterans step up, there's not much fight left. Caesar can adapt, though, and when required, he can run any mix of legionaries as skirmishers and still retain order in the ranks. Joshua Graham, Caesar's old legate, he wasn't so flexible. When the Legion attacked Hoover Dam, General Oliver ordered his troopers back to the middle ground just after first contact. Graham pushed all of the legionaries onto the dam, filling the east side with recruits up front and veterans in the back, by the book. But once they were in, they were stuck there. Oliver's troopers were entrenched and wouldn't give a foot. That's when we ordered the Rangers and the 1st Recon sharpshooters to start picking off veteran Legion officers from a high ridge west of the dam. That only lasted about a minute before Graham ordered the back ranks to push through to the front and rush the ridge.
One second. Something weird's going on. There's like a weird bug. There we go.
Caused total chaos among the younger legionaries. Oliver's troopers fell back to the side walkways and stayed out of the veterans' way. By the time the veterans got to the ridge, we were already in Boulder City. They followed us down there, but we were out before they realized what was happening. We'd packed the old city with C4 and dynamite. Crude, but it did the job. Those who didn't die in the blast were in no position to mount a defense. The ones left on the dam didn't know what to do. The troopers routed them. Graham pulled the remaining legionaries back, but the battle was over. He went south, back to the Grand Canyon, back to Caesar. And that was the last we saw or heard from Joshua Graham. Shoot. Word is that the Legion's old-timers have shown up. Caesar's veterans from the Red Okie Centuria and what was the Painted Rock tribe. They're the best of the best and the baddest of the bad. Short of a Centurion or Praetorian, they don't come any tougher. You come across a pack of them, weigh your options carefully. There's no real equivalent to them in the NCR. Centurions are battle-born elite officers who earn their rank with blood and sweat. They wear special outfits, too, pieced together from the armor of all their defeated enemies. Good commanders, tough opponents. Caesar's elite guard, they travel with him wherever he goes. A bit of insurance in case any of his guests get funny ideas. They aren't the toughest legionaries, but they're the most devoted to Caesar. They believe in everything the Legion stands for. Take a regular legionary and age him 10 years. Whatever they lose to age, they make up for with experience. Life expectancy isn't long in the Legion. You live 10 years in Caesar's army, you're a force to be reckoned with. Hold on. If we're gonna have this conversation, let's go somewhere more private. Don't worry, not much bite left in this old dog.
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
Hey, I'm not sure you should be here.
Sorting and manipulating intelligence is what I do. It's what Rangers are supposed to do. This job isn't all gunfighting and gulping shots of whiskey, no matter what the boys and ladies out there say. You have you? Misdirection. When you're pinned down, outnumbered, and 2 days from any help, it's just about the best friend you can have. Misdirection's what saved me all these years. It's what saved us at Hoover Dam. But it's been 5 years now, and Caesar's right across that lake. He's closer now than he ever was before. I was a young man once. I know what it's like to want to fight for your home. But this isn't it. It's never gonna end. This fight with Caesar. People back home don't know what these young men and women are in for. The Legion is the worst enemy we've ever faced. But we can't stop Caesar here. Not without getting a lot of good people killed. More than anyone cares to count up. But even if we do stop him, I don't see how we're ever gonna be able to pull out. We're fighting on their behalf, but Mr. House and the families are stringing us up inch by inch. They'll drain us dry while we fight and die over this dam. We offered them sanctuary in NCR territory before, but they won't listen. Troopers and rangers have been dying here for more than 5 years while the families sit pretty behind that damn wall. People back home don't listen. They don't care. Senators, Brahmin barons, folks who are just trying to make
Excuse
it
me.
from day to day. It's been so many years that people forget about it. Conscription brings in fresh troops that die here every month, like it's routine. And even if we hold this dam, what then? Are we going to send the NCR's men and women to die here for another 5 years? 10? Patrol the whole length of the Colorado for hundreds of miles? Holding this dam, it'll be the death of us. Creating fear and instability among the troopers without causing harm. It's the only thing I could think of to shake things up. It took some people getting killed to realize I'd gone too far. I had to stop. First thing that comes to mind is to turn me in. But that might not be the best play, all things considered. Even if your heart's in the right place, I reckon it might do a lot more harm than good. Oliver can't stand that Rangers got credit for victory at Hoover. Whatever I recommend, he does the opposite. I said I wanted us on the ridge. He put them right on the western part of the dam itself. We don't have enough firepower to hold that spot. If the troopers fall back, and they will, the Rangers will advance to cover Oliver's retreat. We lose the dam, Oliver in the center of ruin. It's a gamble either way. Even with Caesar gone, we still might not outlast the Legion. I suppose that's a risk I'll have to take. For our sake, I hope you're right. I guess that I should thank you for bringing me to my senses. So, thanks. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna walk out that door and pretend we never had this talk. I don't believe there's anything left to talk about. Look.
Hey, what did Chief Hanlon have to say about those false reports we uncovered? The Chief? But he's a legend. I guess if he's got a plan behind it all, who am I to question it? I won't say a word about it to anyone else.
Hello.
Welcome back. Bye.
Wait, what?
Howdy.
Excuse me.
Yeah? What do you want?
There you are. Retribution.
What is it? Yeah. Always. Even when I sleep. I don't think so. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Move along.
We've got our best rangers here now. All of a sudden, I like our chances already.
Hey, no one but Omertas are allowed to carry guns into Gamora. Check your weapons with me. You'll get... What? I hear Mr. House cashed...
Hello and welcome to Gamora. What can I help you with today? Bye.
out. Ain't much to miss.
Bosses don't like no trouble in their place.
Welcome to Gamora. How many chips would you like? Here's your chips. Have a good time and good luck.
So there's 8, 11. I win. Or not. Hmm. Hold on a second. Hmm. Is there a way to win every time?
That fiend leader shouldn't have messed with our great army.
Whoa, the great Caesar is dead. Management doesn't seem too happy. Bosses don't like no trouble in their place.
10. And four.
Hey, hey, look who has the hot...
What? Guess my game really is infected with Junkos. What the hell was that?
Hey, no. You'll get the...
My holdout weapons. That's it.
Gamora has the loosest slots on the strip.
Hey there. Can I get you a drink? Maybe a party favor? Sorry, it's not my business to get involved. Here you go. All right. At Gamora, the bar is always open. Bosses don't like no trouble in that place.
I got kicked out of Ultra Lux the other day. Man, that place gives me the fucking freaks.
Oh.
Over here!
Securitrons with faces like soldiers? Is this martial law or something? What the fuck?
Nice work at the tops, buddy.
Hey,
I wouldn't mind taking a bite of you.
Damn, you're looking tasty.
What's up?
If I wasn't working right now, I'd show you a real nice time.
That was kind of creepy. Can you see? Yeah, it looks like it.
The NCR seems none too happy about losing their little Big tough ranger better not start any trouble in here. Fiends are bad for business. NCR should do their fucking job.
Oh! That's not good. Really not good. Like, really bad.
Hey, nice to meet you. Do you need help with something? I'm a close friend of some of the family around here. I do some independent contracting around the casino, and they set me up with this great room. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. Later.
Was that noise?
The NCR seems none too happy about losing their little train.
How do I talk to the big guys?
Hello and welcome to Gamora. What can I help you with today? Gossip is one thing, dirt on the family is something else totally. Feel free to head to our club, Brimstone, or you can see our gorgeous courtyard out behind the casino. It's hard to believe that not too long ago, most of the families on the Strip were little more than warring tribes. The Omertas even had a big war with the Khans once upon a time. Bye.
Nice work at the tops, buddy.
Welcome to Gamora.
Did you know the strip's all stirred?
That's a 9. Four? Oh. What? Eight. 21. $11. 21. Whatever. So that's 10, 8, 21. What? 10. And then 9. Yeah. Four? Yep. I need 3. No. It was not 3. 4? Oh, 3 works. That's 12. Do I get a 9? Yep. So that's 12. Then 14, 15. Yep. So that is 9. It's 8, which is 17. So I got it 4. Oh. No. Four. What?
Put up lately?
Hey.
Hey, look who has the hot hands. Here, have something special on the house.
You gotta play big.
Yahtzee. Oh, not Yahtzee.
Big to win.
Looks like someone is on a roll. Luck be a lady tonight.
Big.
They're trying to jug me. I need a 5. There we go.
You keep on spending money in here, you gotta give us a chance to win something back. Here's... Bosses don't like no trouble in their place.
Give me a second. I feel like I'm going to... What? Then 15, 18. Wrong.
Okay, that's that. No more games for you. Go rob the tops. You're done here. Have some drinks, talk to some dancers, but you are done at my tables. Business is good. All the family's got money. Welcome to Gamora. In what currency would you like your payout? Non-cap currencies will have fractions paid out in caps. Caps. Have a good time. Of course, Gamora is where the action is.
Glad that fucker house is gone.
Our guys put the monorail back to work.
The NCR seems none too happy about losing their little...
It's hard to sleep in this place, I tell you. Last night some girl was...
What's this place?
Strip secure.
Nelson's back in our hands. I bet it feels real nice to be carrying those weapons around on the strip. That damn Mr. House has forbid any NCR military personnel from carrying any sort of firearms on the strip. Well, except for Captain Pappas. Mr. House still doesn't trust the NCR. A word of advice. The Securitrons won't put up with any funny stuff out there, so don't do anything stupid. This your first time on the Strip? Okay then, you should know the rules. Just stay out of trouble, and have fun.
Hope we can defend it this time.
Hello. Did you need something? Well, there's Vault 21 and the NCR Embassy. Both places are located on the south side of the Strip. Vault 21 is a small hotel and gift shop. It's not as nice as the casinos, but it's a whole hell of a lot cheaper. The NCR Embassy is the headquarters for the NCR on the Strip. The ambassador and his offices are there as well as the MP headquarters. Sir.
Monorail transit is safe transit.
It was a matter of time.
Nelson's back in our
My
hands.
buddies at Karen will find
defend
the
it this
asshole
time.
that destroyed
A
our
ranger here in the Strip? I
Fine
really hope
company,
General
sir.
Oliver has a good plan if the Legion comes back.
It was a matter of time before
My
someone
buddies
got
at
to
Camp
Mr.
McCarran
House.
are breathing evil.
Hey, what about that suit Benny wears? If I had a suit like that, the ladies would be all...
Beg your pardon, but could I trouble you to turn over your weapons? I'm afraid those are the rules. If you don't like it, you can take your business elsewhere. My deepest apologies for the slightest inconvenience. You have my assurance that everything will be returned upon your departure. But we simply can't have anyone waving their weapons around in the hotel. It's not the atmosphere we wish to cultivate. Please, enjoy your stay. They'll be handled with the utmost security in our bank. Pleasure speaking to you.
You watch yourself around Mr. Gunderson. You watch yourself around Mr. Gunderson.
Did you know the Strip's all stirred up lately?
Beg your pardon, stranger, but I'm looking for someone. You ain't seen a young man with dark brown hair and a white hat on lately, have you? Ain't nobody got one darn piece of news about my boy. Not one lousy speck of information. Ain't got one Brahmin unaccounted for across a dozen ranches. But I'm here for an hour and my own son just up and disappears on me.
Humbly at your service. Here's your chips. A pleasure doing business.
Hey. Our rangers are going to show everyone what happens when we're pissed off. I fear a troublesome legion.
Wait a second. Happened again. Blocking my actual straight up view. There we go. Sorry. So 10 and 4, so 6? No. But close. So it has to be 4. That works. $10. Win. $18. 19. Okay. Eight, 18, 20. Five. I mean, not 5. Fucking 9. 2. Wait. Okay, there we go. Four? No. $16. That works. Or that's 6, 7. What? It's 19. Gonna stay. There we go. It's 20. What?
Humbly at your service. How many?
Top Shelf is the premier bar on the street.
Is it just him?
Humbly at your service.
It is. His mic. Wait a minute.
drinks are overpriced, but that's the whole point.
How may I be of service, sir? My, such a popular question. I suppose it is only natural to see us and wonder what it is that makes us special. The White Glove Society has only just made itself known to the public, of course, but our pedigree was established over generations. Were we always so refined? I'd be lying if I said yes. But I've always felt we were destined for a place atop modern society. And now, here we are. Not everyone can wear the finest clothes and eat the finest foods, obviously. That's just the reality we live in. But surely we can agree that the most tasteful, sophisticated people are the most deserving. And that's what the White Glove Society is all about. No, not from the likes of you, I'm afraid. I don't think you'd have the stomach for it. Better look elsewhere. Indeed.
Ugh.
Hello there.
You mustn't ask why we wear our masks. We are forbidden to speak of it.
Caesar's fate was sealed from the start.
You look like you'd be more at home at one of the other hotels.
You'd be crazy to put your money on either side of the coming battle.
It must be horrible to live in places without luxury.
Have you seen that tower on the strip all lit up? You can see it from miles.
Hmm.
I heard they brought in sea salts from California just for this battle.
Caesar's fate was sealed from the start. I'm so relaxed. Too bad I can't stay longer.
The White Glove Society. They say that they're above everyone else. But I wonder what they do. I wonder why it's not loading. They wear masks. Something suspicious about them. Definitely. I definitely don't... Oh, okay, this game is fucking loving me today. This game loves me. It died. Yeah. Of course. Oh, can it pick up the fucking game? OBS, please? Please. Eh? There we go. Marjorie.
Top Shelf is the premier bar on the...
Say that again. I can drink this water.
It smells so good in here. Like the air is cleaner than it is outside.
Welcome to the Ultralux. I do hope it exceeds your every expectation. I do, but one can hardly call it work. I think of myself as a caretaker rather than a common laborer. I suppose it is a labor of love if it can be called labor at all. We at the White Glove Society are all responsible for maintaining the beauty and class of the Ultralux. And as its founder, I suppose it falls to me to decide how we go about it.
You look positively famished. Farewell.
What can I get you? Pleasure speaking to you.
For the price of this meal, I could buy a whole Brahmin. But I'd never make that trade.
Marjorie has done a remarkable job managing the restoration of this place.
Enchanté. Enchanté.
How may I be of service, sir? Indeed.
I have an idea.
You ain't heard anything about my boy, have you? Made me a special arrangement with the hotel. They want to do business with me, they got to play by my rules. A lot of people out there resent success. Might want to take a swipe at me. This makes them think twice. If I'd have been thinking, though, I'd have had him watching my boy instead. Then none of this would have happened. My boy, Ted, he was right here. I didn't leave him but a minute. I told him to stay put while I talked some things over with the White Glove folks.
Oh.
He was never one to stay tied down to a spot, though. Gets that from his mother. Got most of my staff out looking for him now. I'd be out myself, but I keep hoping he'll show up back here. Of course, if he does that, I'll whoop him till his skinny hide turns to leather for putting me through this. But that don't mean I wouldn't be grateful. I'd be more than happy to have you. Heck, I'll hire anybody with a pair of legs and at least one good eye at this point. There'd be a lot of money in it for you if you can get him back to me safe. And if he ain't, you can bet I'll pay for the names of the sons of bitches responsible. That's between me and the White Glove Society. But let's just say they control the food supply around here, and I got lots of food to give. But that ain't as welcome as you might think. That's what they call themselves, the folk that run this place. They're the ones dressed all fancy with their bow ties and shiny dresses. Some of them got masks, too. Real hard to trust folks like that. A couple of them show their faces, and that's who I do my business with. I don't talk to none of the other ones. Yep, got a whole mess of Brahmins to my name. Bighorners, too. Used to just have the one ranch, but land was easy to grab before the soldiers moved in. Before I knew it, I was running one of the biggest ranching operations east of California. Now, everywhere I go, folks I never even met shake my hand and call me Mr. Gunderson. Don't quite know what to make of that. I'll be here.
Welcome to Top Shelf. Adieu.
Good day. Oh, well, it's a big hotel. You should talk to Marjorie. She's in charge, and she can probably help you find anyone you might need. She usually works at the front of the Gourmand. She likes to see how people respond to it. You can get to the Gourmand from the lobby here. It's a big set of double doors on the first floor of the eastern side. Can't miss it. Those are all members of the White Glove Society. Our founder, Marjorie, gave us all a dress code. There's only one rule to it. In her words, we must dress in such a way that no one can be said to have dressed better than us. As for the masks, I'm not allowed to tell you. We're sworn to secrecy. Actually, that's not true. That's just what we're supposed to say. I think Marjorie likes them for the mystery they create, and the way they make it clear that we're different from everyone else. But you didn't hear that from me. Must have forgotten to put it on. How embarrassing. Farewell.
What is it? Yeah.
How may I be of service, sir?
Welcome to the Ultralux. What else? Mr. Gunderson and I have been discussing his livestock. It's put us in a rather delicate position, you see, his coming here. Not that we aren't grateful for his generous offer. But our executive chef, Philippe, has transformed Brahmin steak into a delicacy. He really is a genius. Everyone wants it. But a delicacy is just that, delicate. If everyone can get it, it ceases to be a delicacy. It becomes a perfectly ordinary staple. And if the Gourmand served staples, it would no longer draw the caliber of people it deserves. It would be a diner or a family restaurant. So as much as we'd all love for there to be enough steak for everyone, I'm afraid there are more important things to consider. This again? I thought this was all settled. I answered every one of that investigator's questions to his satisfaction and gave all the help I could. I know our reputation hasn't always been spotless, but that's all in the past now. How some people can't get over it is beyond me. For the last time, the White Glove Society has never and will never consume human flesh for any reason. It's written in the charter.
What?
There was an investigator who came through here last week. He'd been hired by a young man whose bride-to-be went missing during their stay here. Well, you can already guess what probably happened, can't you? It seems perfectly likely that she got cold feet and ran off. And that young groom just didn't have a clue, the poor dear.
I wasn't...
A man? Well, then this can't be. 2 disappearances in my hotel? What will people say? I'm going to have a word with my staff about security on the premises. Whether these people are found or not, our guests simply must feel safe in their own rooms. Now, didn't I already tell you that we don't do that sort of thing? We do not engage in cannibalism here under any circumstances. Though we haven't always been the White Glove Society. There was another time, a dark time, when we went by a different name. But that's all changed now. We've evolved past such base impulses since settling into our new home. I've seen to it that those days are behind us. You disgust me. How dare you say such a filthy thing in my establishment? I ought to have you arrested. You'll kindly mind your tongue, or we shan't speak any further. Welcome to the Ultra... There wasn't an... Well, you can already guess. A man? Well, then this... Why, yes, I think so, if he hasn't checked out yet, that is. I had our maitre d' Mortimer offer him a complimentary room for as long as it took for him to be satisfied. You see, the White Glove Society remains the very picture of courtesy, even in the face of such impolite accusations. We have nothing to hide here. What else?
How may I be of service, sir? Private investigator. Ah, yes, I remember the gentleman. This was about the missing bride. Such an awful thing. I do hope he finds her whereabouts. If I might pry, have you found something that will help his investigation? Good. I hope that young man gets some closure after all he's been through. Now, ordinarily, we don't give out guest information, but I think given the circumstances, he'll want to speak with you. Let's see. He hasn't checked out yet. If you head back to the hotel rooms, his will be 1 floor directly above you after you exit the lobby. I hope we can put this whole matter to rest at last. Ah, yes. I've heard that one too. Jealous people say such nasty things. I feel sorry for them. Good. And you know what it is to be discreet in matters of nutrition. Perhaps you can help me. I'm in a bind. I've been planning an exquisite society dinner, but there's a bit of a problem with the main course. He's got a powerful and temperamental father. Yes, the wrong person. We scouted the right one for weeks. The heir to a mercantile empire, sort of a black sheep. He cut ties with his family and left their estate to wander. He was ideal, corn-fed and well-to-do, but no one to miss him if he were to disappear. Unfortunately, the trap my subordinates set for him failed, and as he escaped, he saw their faces. Now he's wary. I asked for a last-minute replacement, and they stole the son of the most dangerous Brahmin baron in New Vegas while he stayed at this very hotel. Needless to say, this could be a disaster if things aren't put back the way they should be. And I still need somebody reputable to serve for dinner. Strictly speaking, we're no longer allowed to eat people. But I'm hoping the right person and preparation might sway Marjorie to see things my way. If you head back to the hotel rooms, his will be one floor directly above you after you exit the lobby.
What? What? What?
You barbarous cur.
I've got you now. Eat this. I'm hit. Over here. You like that?
Should have bet we'd kill the Fiend's leader.
How may I be of service, sir? Private. If you... Good.
Welcome to the Ultralux.
Wait a minute. Did he tell me about it?
How may I be of service? With so little time, we'll have to go after our original choice. Ted Gunderson is his name. It would be simplest if we could convince him this was all an unfortunate misunderstanding. But if he won't listen, we can't very well let him go. He'll have to be slaughtered and served. Then we wouldn't need the replacement. But you would need to deal with his father, Heck. Perhaps if you could smear some of Ted's blood around his father's hotel room, you could frame him. Splendid, splendid. The boy is being held in the kitchen beneath the gourmand. Here are some keys that will allow you access to him. The Elder Gunderson is staying in our penthouse. I understand he's hired security, so be careful if you go up there. And our Mr. St. Clair resides to the north. He rarely strays far from his house, and he's surrounded it with booby traps. No, everyone he meets, he tells the same story. That his son disappeared from the casino, not from his room. He'll look guilty.
Tell me good news.
Okay, this is about to get very bad. Very, very bad. And quickly.
Welcome to the Ultralux.
Those Legion elite troops are bad blood.
You, what do you think you're doing? First he's too trusting, now he doesn't trust any of us. It addles the senses. I suppose caution is the desirable course at this point. It's all of our necks if something goes afoul. The sooner you find yourself elsewhere. The sooner you find yourself elsewhere, the better.
Why are you standing still? Do you think the world waits for you while you stand there drooling? Get back out there and get to work. Oh, really? So despite your filthy face and your vacant expression and your complete lack of human dignity, you're telling me you're not a server? What kind of harebrained fucking psychobabble bullshit is that? I yell at people because I like yelling at people, and because they fucking deserve it. Not because Mumsy and Daddykins didn't hug me enough. Oh, I see how it is. You think because my father walked out on us when I was 5, now I have to yell at people. Or because my mother was a deranged chem fiend who regularly brought strange men home who told me to call them uncle. Or because my sisters would lock me in a shipping crate when they didn't want me around. And my brother... God, I'd forgotten about that. How could they do that to me? I can't stay here. I need to be alone. How could they treat me like that?
That's funny as shit.
Can't punch through.
Had enough? All mine. Eat this.
Whoa!
Had enough?
Come on.
Had enough?
That is a problem.
You like that?
Shit.
Come on. You like that?
Had enough? You like that?
Had enough? Come on! Come on!
Damn.
You like that?
Holy shit.
Come on.
That's a problem. Oh my god.
Come on. Had enough. All mine. All mine.
Do not want that to be yours. These unlikable hell people need to go. Oh.
All mine. Had enough.
Is he gonna fight all of them?
Eat this.
Let's see if I get all my weapons back. Yep.
Eat this. No. Watch out. Can't run from me.
Tell me good news.
What the hell? Murderer? What have you done?
Cannibals. Exactly what they deserve.
No! What have you done?
Good riddance. That's probably what the masks are for.
Can't run from me.
The Legion better watch out now.
Leave me alone. What, me? The supreme ruler of the Nevada dining scene? Teach some low-life half-wits how to make food that doesn't smell like burning excrement? Do you think it would sell? You're pushing your luck. Here, I have a few copies on me. This better be good enough. We're gonna have a real problem if this thing isn't a hit. Well, what do you want? I'm very... No! It'll ruin my ingredients!
Oh. Wait, I thought intelligence was... Never mind.
Leave me alone. I'll call...
I've got you now.
Was that funny? Yes.
Hey.
You look positive.
Oh, she broke.
Over here!
What did it say? By the way, that was a Wild West thing, or a Wild Mojave. The,
Did you know this?
Wait, 4 p.m. So 12 hours. Okay.
All stirred up lately?
I'm so
Have you been in the
relaxed.
steam room yet?
Too bad I
It's
heard
just
they
off to
brought
the
in
side
sea
there.
salts from California just for this bath.
Who are you? Matchbook? What about the man I gave it to? Oh my goodness me. They must know he was talking to someone on the inside. They'll be watching everyone closer now. I knew this was a mistake. Mortimer, if he realizes it was me the investigator was planning to meet, he'll have me killed. Yes, the White Glove Society strictly forbids eating humans, but we weren't always the White Glove Society. Mortimer and some of the others have regressed to the old ways. They've taken many people over the last few months, but always from Freeside or secluded places where they wouldn't be missed. It wasn't enough. Lately, they've gone for tourists here on the Strip, even in the hotel. I guess that's the hazard of a cannibal becoming a gourmet. It's hard to please a refined palate. He's alive, as far as I know. They're trying to keep him fresh. Mortimer has special plans for him. The White Glove Society has a banquet every night at 7. It's in our private section. Mortimer wants to reintroduce humans into our cuisine. Since eating people is a crime we punish by death, he's going to do it in secret. After everyone has eaten it, he'll tell them. With no real way to punish everyone, in Mortimer's mind anyway, their minds will be open to the idea of eating people as a delicacy. I don't know exactly. I wasn't in on it. I think some of them have stopped trusting me. But you can bet they're keeping him near the gourmand. Our chef, Philippe, has an obsession with fresh ingredients. It'd be back in the members-only section, so you'll have to be careful. Don't be seen, and more importantly, don't let them see Ted in the open. It's guarded both at the lobby entrance and in the access tunnels leading from the main restaurant. I could sponsor you as an honorary member. The White Gloves are always looking for people who can elevate their status. You'd certainly fit the bill with everything you've done around here. Otherwise, you'll have to find some way to get inside quietly. It won't be easy, and it'll be harder still to get them out. That may be true, but I wouldn't recommend it. He's built a reputation, and it isn't for calmness and impartiality. He's not what he looks like. They call him Hurricane Heck. The man built his empire by hiring mercenaries to drive off the competition. Lately, he's been attacking our Brahmin suppliers so he can take over their business. He's the sort to pound in a nail with a wrecking ball. If you give him the whole story on this, he'd be liable to raise the entire hotel. And God knows what he'd do to the rest of the Strip. They might, but to him, the legacy of returning to the old ways is worth his own life. I don't think he expects it, though. I don't either. Nothing is more important to the society than being on the cutting edge of New Vegas cuisine. Mortimer's idea will appeal to that need. He just has to get them over the taboo. Well, they'll all be sampling pre-war wines before the meal. Maybe it's as simple as drugging them. Although that wouldn't stop any future kidnappings. You'd have to expose Mortimer, but he's going to confess anyway. What if his revelation were a lie? What if no one had eaten human flesh but him? If you could somehow replace Philippe in the kitchen and serve a convincing substitute instead, you could walk Ted right through the middle of that room after Mortimer speaks, and then he'd have some explaining to do. Philippe has been trying to approximate the taste of human flesh for years. He must have a recipe somewhere. With no
Oh.
Who are you? You don't know? Oh, good. That's good. So they didn't send you after me. Where's the gentleman I'm supposed to meet? The devil he did? He was supposed to meet me days ago. Are you in Mortimer's employ then?
Hold on.
Because I distracted her fiancé while they took her. Well, I'm not proud of it, but I had to. They could see I was having second thoughts. Some of the White Gloves began meeting privately a while back. Started talking about how we'd lost our identity. I started attending because I thought it was about changing our politics. Then they started talking about returning to the old ways, and there was no way out. They'd kill me for the things I heard them say. With no real...
Oh!
Oh my...
You'd be crazy to put your money on either side of the coin.
Well,
I hear a troublesome Legion camp got razed to the ground.
well, I'm not gonna be able to gamble here anymore.
My daddy's gonna kill all you bastards once he finds out what you done to me. My daddy sent you? God damn it, I almost died in here. What the hell took you so long? It's just one damn hotel. Who did this to me anyway? They hit me over the head before I got a look at them. What in the Sam hell? Eat me? What kind of sick bastards would eat a person? I'll tell you what, as soon as I'm out of here, and my daddy knows the story, you can bet there ain't gonna be no white hat society no more. I never liked them white shoes in the first place. We'd be doing the strip a service. Let's go. I'll be right behind you.
Top Shelf is the premier bar on the Strip.
The drinks are overpriced, but that's the whole point.
Oh my God. Ted, are you all right?
Quit your hollering. I'm fine. Listen, Pa, we gotta go after the white shoes, or whatever they're called. They're the ones responsible.
Our guys put the monorail back to work.
What's this about the White Glove Society? Well, that does it. None of them maniacs will ever do business with Hank Gunderson long as they live. Hell, I'll put me together a damn blockade. Hit 'em where it hurts. They control the food? Well, there ain't gonna be no food. Not for anybody in this whole damn town. It's a goddamn monument to inhumanity. Let 'em starve. Biggest favor anyone's ever done this hellhole. I don't like this place. Whole strip, really. Ever since I got here, the stink of it has flooded my nostrils. But you got a point. They're already hell-bent on depravity here. All I'd be doing is helping them along. All right. Well, I promised you I'd make it worth your while. So here you are. Try not to lose it all at the same casino.
Our rangers are going to show everyone what happens when we're pissed off.
Philippe has outdone himself again.
All mine. 8.
Philippe has outdone himself again. Those Legion elite troops are bad blood.
You ever seen one of those Rangers in black armor? Prim wimped out and accepted NCR rule. Some people will do anything to feel safe.
I guess they didn't want me in there. Where did she go? Huh.
Should have bet we'd kill the fiends, lead.
Welcome to the Ultralux. Why, yes, of course. The White Glove Society is the most exclusive club in all of New Vegas, perhaps the entire world. It's only natural that you'd need a sponsor from within the club who can vouch for your good name. Originally, we didn't allow anyone else in, you see. Founding members only. We thought exclusivity would make us the envy of everyone who's anyone. And it has. But then I had the idea to allow honorary members. Lower in status, naturally, but it just makes people want to be us even more. And the right people could certainly do wonders for our image. Celebrities, philanthropists, we want only the very best. And you most certainly fit the bill. Given your deeds on the Strip alone, I can safely say that you would be a prized addition to our honorary ranks. You have my full support, and you are welcome to join us at our nightly banquets in our special section of the Gourmand. I hope to see you there.
Dirt?
You done right by me.
You know,
I
if you knew what
appreciate
you were doing, I could have been out of there hours ago.
Honey, what's your name?
Hey.
Oh. Good night, man. Have a good one.
An entire army of upgraded Securitrons just standing by over at the fort. Pretty neat, huh? Please, go on. A cannibalism problem? Really? I'm so glad you weren't eaten. That's 2 down, 3 to go. Some of Mr. House's data said that he'd lost a bunch of Securitron scouts near Hidden Valley. Telemetry showed that they'd been attacked with energy weapons. House was pretty sure it was the Brotherhood. There must be a bunch of them holed up there. Not a good place for a robot to visit. They go around in big suits of power armor, and they have lots of energy weapons. But there's a downside. They just have a thing about technology. They think it should all be theirs. If someone else has it, they get mad. All I'm saying is, not much of a chance they'll accept a Vegas that polices itself with robots. No rush. Take your time. Anything else I can help with? The cons are just... they're a dirty people. They live in tents like animals, and they're very rude. They've been kicked around a lot, but no one's finished them off. Not yet, anyway. They were one of the tribes the 3 families pushed out of Vegas. A whole bunch got killed. So they settled at Bitter Springs, but they kept being so obnoxious, the NCR had to kill a whole bunch more of them. So then, they settled at Red Rock Canyon. There's just no getting rid of them. You set the pace. Anything else I can help with? I remember that Benny used to pay a receptionist at Gamora for information. Maybe she knows something. Just that Benny didn't like them. He talked on and on about how they couldn't be trusted. And this is coming from Benny. He hated their casino, said it was tacky, and he thought they were up to something, because he said they always are. Whenever you get around to it, we'll be just fine. Anything else I can help with? Sorry if that was getting boring.
I'm done for now. You guys have a good night. Hope you guys had fun. Yo. Sorry I'm ending stream so soon. When was that even posted? How do I check timestamps? I can't do it. Alright, I'm just gonna log off.